Happy Friday. I am so relieved it's Friday. It has felt like the longest week. I don't know about you guys, but we have had appointments or activities or errands, fridge. We've had stuff going on pretty much every single day this week, and I'm kind of relieved because today we have no plans to go out at all. We are going to hunker down. So I thought it'd be fun to take you guys in a day in the life fridge. But anyways, I thought it would be fun to do a day in the life video. I like to do these on my channel occasionally, and we'll kind of just hunker down together, have hopefully, crossing my fingers, a productive day at home. I have so much to get done. I have so much laundry I'm behind on. I need to clean bathrooms. We're gonna cook a slow cooker meal today, so I'll show you guys that recipe. Isaac got cleared to start solid food, so we might let him try a new snack or two. So it's gonna be a fun but low-key day. So if you're into that, make sure you join me for this video. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Brittany. On my channel, I primarily do grocery hauls, cooking content, and also like lifestyle, day in the life vlogs. So if you enjoy that type of content, I would love to have you join my YouTube family. Hit the subscribe button below. And if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And with that, I feel like it's time to make a cup of coffee maybe, because I feel like I just can't quite get the words out today. It's actually 8 o'clock, which is not super early, but I did wake up at 7 actually. And so since I woke up early, I decided to get myself ready for the day. I'm gonna throw a little laundry on. I kind of gathered up that stuff this morning, got the dog outside. So now we're on to hopefully getting a couple chores done before the baby wakes up. So for those who don't know, Isaac, my son, he just turned 6 months on Monday. Wait, Monday? Tuesday. And I literally cannot believe it. Like, it has really flown by. I can't believe half a year has gone by, and he is just thriving right now. He had a really bad colic when he was honestly up until 4 months, and I think I can finally say that it's calmed down, and not calmed down, I think it's done, but he is just such a happy baby now, and it makes me so happy because I just feel like we're having so much fun. It's so fun to just see him really enjoy life and take everything in. And I'm so relieved that we are past that stage, and hopefully we are on the up and up. So we'll also have lots of fun today with Isaac. Was I going somewhere with that? But yeah, so anyways, Isaac, oh, I know what I was gonna say. So Isaac's sleep pattern has changed. Before he was doing like a 2-hour nap in the morning, then like 2 30-minute naps in the afternoon, but he went through some weird type of sleep regression. We also transitioned him from his bassinet. He was using the snoo to his crib. So we've had a lot of changes recently. So I don't know what time he's gonna wake up is what I was gonna say. So I'm not sure how much I'll get done this morning, but sometimes I honestly don't set an alarm. I kind of just let myself wake up when I feel ready to wake up. And obviously if he cries to wake up, I get up and we start the bottle in the morning routine. But this week he's been sleeping until like 9:15. So we may have an hour before he wakes up. I'm honestly not sure, but I'm kind of hoping that he does wake up because I kind of want to get him back on a schedule, waking up between 8 and 8:30 and going to bed a little bit earlier. And I know some people are like really strict with schedules. I don't really think there's a right or a wrong way, but I kind of am in the mindset that like if he is sleeping, like he needs the sleep. So I kind of let him wake up because I have that flexibility. You know what I mean? I'm at home. It's not like I need to like be somewhere by a certain time. So we're just waiting for him to wake up, and then we'll start his morning routine, do his bottle, playtime. His wake window in the morning is a lot longer now, so sometimes I'll take him out for a walk. We'll see what the day has in store, but I'm not going to ramble on too long. I want to go get some stuff done, so let's go get some chores done and hopefully have a really productive day. Thank you for joining me, and thanks for watching. like one spot in the crock pot that's still dirty. That is the worst to me. Okay, so normally I would keep going with my chores, but I'm actually really hungry this morning, like more so than normal. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat before he wakes up. I'm gonna do an Eggo with some sun butter. Sun butter, if you don't know, just sunflower seed butter. And I mentioned it on my Instagram stories, but we got an espresso Grand Latissima for our wedding anniversary. And it's so cool. So I actually wanted to show you guys this morning. Wow, it's so dark in here. There we go, here's some light. But I wanted to show you guys just so you could see how it works. It's pretty neat. And don't mind my toaster oven, that's the clicking noise. So just like a regular Nespresso machine, you load the pod. So I'm gonna press the power button because it does have to heat up for a couple minutes. And so these buttons will keep flashing. And then when they stop and all the other buttons light up, it's ready to go. So I'm just gonna put my pot in. And then what's different is it has a milk attachment. So you can literally just store it in the fridge. And then when you're ready for it, you literally plug it in. It just clicks in. And then you see all the other buttons are, now that the milk's plugged in, they're flashing to let you know it's still heating up. So one thing I always have to remind myself of is to flip the switch to the milk setting. Okay, so now they're all heated up. Let me get my mug. And I also talked about this on Instagram, but I have the Starbucks syrups for sweetener. I like to do 2 pumps. I alternate between caramel and vanilla. Today I did caramel. You can pick those up at some Starbucks locations, but where I get them is at the grocery store locations. I've read online that it's easier to get them there because they usually have more inventory. And there's a couple you can pick from, like vanilla, caramel, classic, and maybe sugar-free classic. Classic's just like sugar, like Simple Start basically. Okay, so here we go. So then I'm gonna flip my little nozzle, and then I'm going to press my little pod down, and then I'm gonna pick what drink I want today. And today I want to do cappuccino. So I'm just gonna press this button, and the water tank's on the back side. So for the cappuccino, it's not this. And then the coffee will come through. Oh, I hope my waffle's not burning. It probably is. And that is it. Oh, and my waffle's done. Perfect timing. Okay, so overall, I really love this. It is very expensive. Well, I think it's very expensive. It's like around $500. But I will say we spend so much less money on coffee, like almost no money like on coffee out. And Starbucks, when I was in the process of recently cleaning this, I got Starbucks like 3 days in a row. Oh my gosh, like $6 a drink. It's crazy. So for me, I feel like I can make really good quality lattes at home, which is my preference. I like a milk-based coffee drink. So it really works well for me. So I would recommend it if it's in your budget. The way I look at it is over the course of 2 years, we're going to probably make up what we spent and what we would have spent on going through the Starbucks drive-thru. So it's super worth it for me. I should like figure out how to do like the cappuccino art on top. You know what I mean? That'd be super fun. Let me show you how you clean this too. And then for daily cleaning, it's super simple. You'll see after you've run through your coffee, like you can make as many cups as you want. And then basically before you put the milk in the fridge, you have to clean it. So you literally take this little knob and you go like this onto the little clean setting. and it runs water through the spout to keep that clean. And then obviously, like, as my milk is going bad, or like when I start a new carton of milk, what I do is I break down the milk canister and run it through the dishwasher, so it's dishwasher friendly on the top rack. So it's super simple. And then so after you've done so many cups of coffee, your Nespresso machine will automatically tell you it's time to just scale it. And Nespresso sells just scaling kits, and it's relatively simple. So it's pretty easy overall. I really love this machine, and it saved us a lot of money just on getting coffee out. I only made it through like half my breakfast, but Isaac just woke up, so let's go grab him and we'll finish our breakfast after I feed him. Good morning, Isaac. How'd you sleep, Bubba? Did you sleep good? Hey, Munchkin. Let's open your blinds. Did you get a good night's sleep? So much better than the night before. He had his 6-month shots 2 nights ago, and that was a little rough night because I don't think he felt super good after those. You're a little unsure of the camera, huh? You gonna go get your bottle? Let's go. All right, we're being a little fussy this morning, surprisingly. So I think we're gonna go outside for a stroll in our PJs because it's actually a little breezy out this morning. It's only like 70 degrees here, which is pretty cold. Not cold, but it's cool for August. You being a little fussy boy today. He says, Mama, take me outside. Let's go stroll. All right, I'll check in with you guys after our walk. Okay, we are finally putting dinner on. It's been quite the morning since I checked in last. Isaac has not really napped at all. He fell asleep in his stroller during the walk for, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes, and then he's been up this whole time, so I finally just laid him down in his crib a couple minutes ago, and luckily he fell asleep on his own, which is a massive improvement, so I'm so grateful. But now we got to put dinner on. I don't know if I mentioned it either, but my parents are actually coming over tonight. And of course the dog is eating right as I start filming this. So sorry for the crunching in the background. But we're going to be making Mississippi chicken sliders. And I'm starting off with my slow cooker with some boneless thigh fillets. I did go ahead and trim them all up because there was quite a bit of skin left on them. And this recipe is coming from Mandy in the Making's YouTube channel in one of her most recent videos. I'll try to like link it below. I get a lot of my recipes from her YouTube channel. I really like her a lot. I like watching her and her family. She has some really good content on there, so highly recommend checking her channel out. But I've made Mississippi chicken. I've made Mississippi pot roast in the past a ton. I think I've even included that on my website. There's like a bunch of different versions of it. Some of them include gravy mix and ranch. This one only includes ranch mix, pepperoncinis, and butter. So it's very simple. And what's different about this is instead of eating it over like mashed potatoes or rice, we're going to eat them on Hawaiian slider rolls. So I actually kind of at the last minute invited my family over because I figure this is kind of going to make like a decent amount of food. That way they can come visit Isaac and we can all hang out together. So let's go ahead and put this together. So starting with our chicken thighs, I did spray the bottom of the slow cooker. I don't know if I mentioned that before. Let me grab the rest of my ingredients. I'm literally so tired and I feel bad even complaining because I got a good night's sleep last night. But I feel like because Isaac did a nap this morning and I didn't get a break really, I'm feeling real tired. And on top of that, my back started hurting, which I honestly think is from just lifting Isaac up and down off the floor so much recently because he is close to 17 pounds and I am just not conditioned as much as I should be right now. So not called for in the recipe, but I am going to add some fresh ground pepper. Not going to add salt because we're going to be adding a lot of butter. Then I'm going to be adding ranch seasoning. I have like the big jar of it, so I'm going to do 3 tablespoons. But if you only have the ranch packet, you're just basically going to add 1 packet. And the recipe calls for 6 to 8 chicken thighs. So I have 6, which I'm wondering, maybe I'll just do half a tablespoon on this one because I was kind of doing like heaping tablespoons for the first 2. All right, we'll do that. And then we're going to add our pepperoncinis. So you can use whole pepperoncinis or you can use like the slices. I have the slices, so we're gonna do that. And you're gonna add in the juice as well. The recipe calls for half a jar, which is exactly what I have. So that works out super, super well. And it sounds like, if this is your first time hearing a Mississippi chicken, it does sound a little strange, but I promise you it is like the most delicious meal ever. Okay, then you're gonna want 8 tablespoons of butter, so bear with me. I gotta slice some butter up. And I probably actually have literally just enough in my little butter dish for this recipe. And the best part about this is it's not that many ingredients. You pretty much dump and go. There's minimal prep when it comes to this. So we're just gonna kind of sprinkle our butter on top. And this is actually my first time doing Mississippi chicken with dark meat. I almost always use chicken breast just because that's what I tend to stock in my freezer. But I feel like Mississippi chicken is already so good, but I feel like the dark meat is really going to send it over the top just because dark meat tends to have a lot more flavor. So after I put all the butter on top, I'm going to pop the lid on, and since it's already 1 o'clock, I'm going to cook this on high for 4 hours. I honestly tend to prefer to cook my chicken on low and slow all day because I find that in the slow cooker it just tastes the best. But I'm gonna cross my fingers, since we're doing thighs, that they will still be really tender and juicy even though I'm cooking them on high. But dark meat also takes a little longer to cook, so I want to make sure that it cooks through all the way. To be honest, I have no idea what I'm going to serve with this, since I kind of last minute invited my family over. I'm going to have to go look at our freezer, but worst case scenario, I may just call it easy and cut up the cucumber in my fridge that I have, serve it with some dip, and then maybe pull out a bag of potato chips, because, you know, with a baby, I never know how the rest of the day is going to go. So I'm going to go ahead and pop the lid on this, and I'm so excited because I know my house is literally going to smell like heaven in a couple hours. And we'll set this to high for 4 hours, and then I will show you guys the finished product later, and I'll also show you how to assemble the sliders, because we're actually gonna bake them too. They're gonna be so extra yummy. You just wait. He's already awake. What the heck? He napped for maybe like, I don't know, 45 minutes. He's going through some crazy nap regression right now where he does not want to nap, but at least I got dinner on. So now we have to figure out how we keep him occupied while I get the rest of my stuff done. Isaac, why aren't you napping for Mama? That's why our house is trashed, because you never want to sleep. Mommy can never get her stuff done. So I think we're going to hang out in his little, this is his little Nemo. It's really cute. It's Mr. Ray from Finding Nemo. His playmat. So honestly, he's always been into this, but it's more fun now that he's more active and just aware of everything, because he's way more interactive and engaged with this toy. So I'm gonna pull out those pillows so they're not by him, and then I'm gonna let him play in here for just a couple minutes. I need to wipe down the bathrooms actually up here on this floor, so I'll leave him in here and I'll keep an eye on him while I'm doing that. But that's really the last like big thing that I really need to get done today. I have other stuff I could get done, but if I don't get to it, it's not a big deal. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hang out with Nemo and friends. But it's been so hard, honestly, trying to get stuff done the last couple weeks, because I really need to do something like with my hair and face and stuff. I need to actually finish my makeup and stuff before my parents come over. But I find it harder to get stuff done because he hasn't been napping well. So if any moms out there have tips for nap regressions and how to encourage their baby to sleep, I was actually very proud of him. I laid him down today and didn't really even like rock or sing to him, because I kind of want to try to teach him that he can go to sleep on his own.
And I laid him in there and he chewed on his passy for a couple minutes and then he fussed a little bit, but he honestly didn't cry and he went right to sleep on his own. So I was really thrilled about that. But I just wish that he would sleep a little longer. He's been averaging like 45 minutes to an hour as the longest nap if we're lucky, but I feel like he's 6 months now and really he's doing like shorter naps, which makes it impossible to get anything done in our house. And to be honest, Derek's also been rebuilding our deck, so on the weekends I haven't had a ton of time to keep up with stuff around the house. It's so challenging. There's only so much time in the day, and I can feel this to my core when people say when you have kids, the days are long, but the years fly by. I mean, we're at 6 months, but I feel that to my core. Like, these days, at the end of the day, I'm so exhausted, and they feel long. But at the same time, I cannot believe that we're at 6 months already. Look at him. Just living his best little baby life with his little fishies. But, you know, as long as he's content and happy, like, it stinks that he's not napping well. But as long as he's a happy baby, that's all that's important. And like I said, he has gratefully been sleeping well at night. Do you see yourself? You see yourself, Isaac? Oh, smiley boy. Like last night, he slept for 11 and a half hours straight through the night. So, you know, I'm not going to complain, to be honest. I would rather him be sleeping really good at night than taking really good naps during the day. Wow. Look at you play with your Nemo. You're such a big boy. How can Mama do chores? I just want to play with you. I just want to play with you and Nemo. Yeah. Sweet boy. All right, I really am going to try to go get the bathrooms clean at least. I feel like if I can get that done, I'll feel accomplished. And I did get a second load of laundry in, so there's that. All right, I really am considering the second dose of caffeine. That's probably going to have to happen soon too. Oh, you cutie. Do you know what the camera is? Okay, so we're doing a little baby snack time. It's 2:16. He did let me get the bathrooms clean, so yay. Pretty much all our chores are done for the day, which is awesome. So his next battle's in like 45 minutes. So to kind of kill time, we're going to give him a little baby cookie, I like to call them. I've got these little teethers. This is the Gerber brand, but yesterday we actually tried this brand. So I just got 2 boxes because I wasn't sure what he was going to like. Okay, let Mama hurry up. I know you're being very patient. So we got cleared on Wednesday, so 2 days ago, at a 6-month appointment to start trying solid foods. So yesterday we tried one of these little crackers for the first time, and he liked it. So we're going to try it again today. Here you go. You want to try? Great job. Great job. You guys sit up straight though. And you see he leans a little bit towards the left. He's still not super, super good. Yeah, Mama's having a drink because I'm thirsty. Good job. So yeah, he's not super, super good at sitting up in his high chair still. So I have been researching baby-led weaning, and my pediatrician, she said, because I kind of asked her what she recommended, and she said, you know, at this point you can start getting him solid foods. It's totally up to you what you're comfortable with. I have started doing research. I think I want to order a book just to kind of read more, figure out, you know, how to prepare food for him properly. But I'm not super in a rush. Oh, good job. You got a little bite. And then whenever he takes a bite, I watch him so carefully. Just, here, let's take a break. Here, you eat that piece first, okay? Here, eat this one first. Yeah, just because I don't want him getting too much in his mouth and choking. That's my biggest fear. But my pediatrician did say at this age, because he's a fresh 6 months, their gag reflex is still super good, and I think the best it's ever going to be. We should wait a little bit. Did you eat that bite already? Yeah, you finished that bite first. But I am very impressed. He's pretty good at the chewing and swallowing, even though he doesn't have teeth yet. He's been doing purees since 4 months, probably consistently for a month and a half, I would say, where we're trying to give him purees every day, and he loves those. At this point, he hasn't turned down any food yet. Green peas aren't his favorite, but he'll still eat it all. And he's just super interested in foods in general. If we sit at the table, he'll grab our plates and stuff. So I am definitely interested in incorporating more solids into his routine. Here, let me have this for a minute. Take a break. He is just crushing these crackers. How about we try it with your other hand too? Let's sit up straight. Yeah, sit up straight. You have this hand. I try to encourage him to use both hands also, although he definitely is more interested in using his right hand. There you go. Well, that's good that you're switching hands, but I wish you would try it with your left hand. So anyways, that's a little food update. Tonight I might try giving him a little bit of banana at dinner. We'll see. But he loves these crackers. Is it good? Is it yummy? Is it so good? You crushing it. You crushing it. All right, we're gonna wrap up snack time. I am going to finish my Dunkin' iced tea from yesterday. Honestly, I feel so dehydrated from running around today. Here, give me this. You gotta finish this stuff first. But yeah, that's the latest just like on his foods and stuff. Baby led weaning makes me a little nervous, but at the same time, I think it could be a really good opportunity to introduce more foods to him and just developmentally. So I'm very anxious to do some more research on it. Comment below and let me know what you did with your kids, because I really don't, I'm not against, I really think parenting, there's no like right or wrong way on certain things on how to do them. I really think it depends on what's comfortable and best for your family. Let me know what you guys did with your kids, if you did purees for a long time, if you did solid foods. I know there's pros and cons to both approaches, but I think we're leaning towards doing a mix of them both. We're gonna see. I really would like him to be sitting up just a tad bit better. Here you go, baby. A tad bit better before we do certain foods, but overall, I mean, he's doing really well so far, especially with these little teethers. I think he's figuring out what the camera is. Here, give me this piece because you got a bunch in your mouth. Is it good? Yeah. Is it a good cookie? Yeah, it's yummy, huh? You want this piece? Here, let me break this one in pieces at this point. Let's just be safe. Here you go. You want this? Try grab it. Yep. Good job. He's still trying to figure out how to pick stuff up off his tray because we're very new at this. Good? Was it yummies? So good. You're such a good eater. I pray he's not picky. That's why I've been pretty good about giving him a mix of fruits and vegetables, because I think at this point it's just really important to develop their palate, you know? It's a fun time though. What are you doing, Monk? Alright, friends. I feel like I don't really have a good shot in here. I've been folding laundry. Baby's been laying on the bed while I do that. And watching Rubble. Is it Rubble and Crew and Peppa Pig? But he's more fascinated with his ceiling fan. So, since we last talked, I got him down for another, I like to call it a crap nap. Crap nap. He slept for like 15-20 minutes. And we've just been hanging out. I did some dishes. We're folding laundry. We did a little tummy time. And we're just waiting for my parents to get here. I feel like I have too much blush on. I'm about to run a straightener through my hair real quick and officially be like ready for the day, because I only got half ready this morning. And hopefully we can get this folded before they get here. My bed is a mess. Oh my goodness. You just have so much to say. You have so much to say. Yes, you do. All right, let's see if we can get all this done. Chicken is all done. It smells so good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and shred it up. It's on the warm setting. I'm just going to use this mix and chop. Then we're gonna prep the Hawaiian rolls for the sliders, which is basically going to be us cutting the rolls in half lengthwise, adding mayo, spicy mustard, the chicken, and Gouda cheese, and then we're gonna bake them so the cheese melts. So this is honestly a super easy dinner, a great party food if you're having people over. But oh my gosh, this chicken smells so good, guys. I wish you could smell it. I kind of destroyed the rolls. That was harder than I thought, but you need to cut them like lengthwise like this. So I put some mayo on. I went light on the mayo because I actually don't super love mayo. But then I'm putting spicy mustard on top. Then we're gonna top with the chicken. And then you're gonna add Gouda on top. And then put the second layer of rolls on. And then you're gonna brush the tops with a mixture of butter, ranch seasoning, and parsley mixed. I may skip the parsley, to be honest, but I'm gonna link the recipe below for you guys so you can follow the directions if you want to try it. I hope this is enough. I probably should have done 2 rolls since we're having people over, but we're gonna stretch it, and we're literally just gonna have cucumber and some potato chips, so it's kind of like a hodgepodge of random stuff, but I think it's gonna be good.
Did you like your baby like eating greeny whatever it's called?
Here, buddy, you want to try Nanner? Here you go. Look.
He's like, where are all these people watching?
Yeah, it's so bright here.
Sit up straight. Come on.
It's like standing out in the sun.
Yeah, it's like he's being born again.
You try that? Here you go.
Bears. Yum, yum, yum. I think he likes it.
Oh. Oreo's about to like
Yeah,
bananas.
Just leave the dog
They're
right
not
there.
hard enough for him to hold on to.
He can get it. Let him. He can drop it. Here. He's gotta learn.
Encourage his left hand also.
Yeah, I've been trying to do that, but he literally hates it. Look what he'll do. He'll pass it to the right hand. Here. Is it slippery? That's why you put it in the peel.
Yeah, I've got a
Here, maybe stop recording him that way. He'll like focus.
perennial stack receipt
I just took
like
pictures.
this.
You want me to actually record?
Oh no, it's okay. I'm recording on my
Yeah.
camera. Is that good?
Transfer it to a bag.
Yeah.
You don't like it? Here. Where's your left hand? Here. He's like, there's a lot of people watching. I'm nervous.
He's like, how about a chicken wing?
He's not a shy eater. He's gonna eat that whole
Big
thing.
chunk.
Yeah, you better watch that.
Yeah.
It's a lot of.
Mimi's
they
not
know.
on board with this. What is this called again?
Baby led weaning.
Baby led choking is more like it.
I'm
Then we'll
recording,
send
so
this to
don't
Jeff
offend
Fury.
people on the YouTube. Don't offend my
There's a lot of
people.
babies there.
Don't offend my people. Mr. Oreo's about to have a feast. Is that good?
I feel like they don't get much.
It's more about the experience and learning how to eat.
What about filling his little belly with bananas?
He's gonna.
You might spoon up some kind of.
I wonder if we can frame these and put them up on the wall. There's a lot of them in here.
Yeah.
Smash them up and feed me with a spoon, maybe.
Yeah, see your brain.
You want me to smash them?
This commentary on this video is gonna be so bizarre. Brittany, I see your brain. People are gonna be like, what are you talking about?
The inner workings.
What do you
of
think?
madness.
Is that
Yeah.
good?
This explains a lot.
You were reading it, I was going to take the words out of my mouth. Explains a lot.
It's like when we do something in this brain. It's like, yeah, he's a little different.
Your little high choice will be a mess. There's gonna be nanners everywhere.
Sharp missing.
There can be nanners everywhere. Is that still a piece?
Put it on one
Can you
of those
set them up
crackers.
straight? My hands are covered in bananas.
I don't know, buddy.
Put it on a cracker and maybe you'll eat it.
smash it on a cracker.
Hey friends, all right, time to wrap this vlog up. It's pretty much 8:30. My parents left about 30 minutes ago. We had a really nice time. It was pretty low key. We just had dinner and then we went for a walk to the water in our neighborhood. So that was really nice. Dinner was super, super good. I would highly recommend it. So easy. Cleanup was super easy. So that was perfect for a Friday night dinner. So definitely check that recipe out. I'll link it below. Isaac tried bananas for the first time. I don't know what he thought of it. I think he liked them, but he was just unsure on how to eat them because they were very slippery. So I think next time I'm going to try leaving a little bit of the peel on to help him hold it better. But it also was his first time really trying to like eat real food whole other than like the little cracker thing. So it was still fun for him to like try to figure it out though and watch him. So I am so beat. It was such a long day, but it was very productive. I got so much done. Thank you guys for coming along with me in a day in my life. I hope you all enjoyed it. And I can't wait to see you all in my next video. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, comment below, and say hi if you made it all the way to this probably very, very long vlog. If you made it to the end, comment below, like, do like the little medal or trophy so that I know you made it all the way to the end. And I will see you all in my next video. Thanks again for watching and see you all very soon. Bye.